The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Herbert now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Chiefs.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now here's Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Complete to Travis Kelce. A big gain on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On first down, Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Mahomes again.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 17, Mahomes, touchdown! Mecole Hardman from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs are back within a score.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 14, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Second down, Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
70 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Look at this, a tight end carry. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Eckler now between the tackles.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once more, here's Eckler.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Mahomes now on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. And the first down on the Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, it's Kelce on the ground. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
On second down, Spiller looking for space.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Setting up to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
That's caught right side by Palmer.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this one is right down Broadway.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Spiller.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Complete 2 times Kelsey. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
One final try for Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.